Hello. In the last episode, as you can see, we beat chimps mode, and in this episode, I'm going to be talking about getting what hero to buy next. Now, in BTD6, there are a lot of fun and different heroes, but it can be a pretty daunting task to pick which one you want to buy first, because if you're going to be buying a hero first, you're probably going to be with it for a little bit more time. Now, when I started playing, there were only like 2 heroes that you could buy, but now there's a lot. Just look at all of them. But there's a clear winner when it comes to the first hero to buy, and that's Benjamin. And there's a reason why, so I'll get to that. So the reason why you want to buy Benjamin is because all your other heroes that you have kind of fill in their respective area. So there are heroes that support, heroes that do damage, and heroes that are kind of hybrid, like they support and do damage. So a hero that does damage would be like Gwen. No, not Gwen. Like Churchill. A hero that does support would be like Pat, and a hero that does hybrid, so damage and support, would be Gwen. But Ben is kind of like an oddball because he just gives you money and he buffs farms, which is something that's completely different but extremely important to any game that is not chimps mode. Because of his power and ability to give money and buff farms, basically any game mode that is not chimps is arguably best used with Ben, and overall in the whole game, any game that's not chimps is best used with Ben. So he's really important and you need to get him, and he's going to be helping you beat a lot of game modes. So I think we're going to do 2 games here, and we're going to be trying out Ben and trying out some new strategies. And as you can see before, I was also dabbling with the monkey knowledge, and for the monkey knowledge, I'll kind of get into it in a second, but there's certain ways that you kind of want to do it, else you're going to be stuck not being able to get some very good points that you want to check out. So first, I'm going to talk about this game, and then I'm going to talk about the monkey knowledge, and then I'll tell a silly story. So for this game, this is Magic Monkeys only, and I'm going to be trying a bit of a different strategy. So I'm starting with the ninja because I need a good tower to start off with. But I'm going to try to get Ben immediately because he gives money and we want to get down that money income kind of ASAP. So we got that. And I believe this game we're using the druids. So the druids are very interesting because instead of having one standalone tower that does a lot of damage, we kind of want to have a whole bunch of druids. So kind of like a whole druid gang, if you want to think about it like that. The minimum amount of druids that you need for the whole gang to really kind of work together is 6, and that's because the poplusts that are the bottom path, you need 6 of them to give everyone a +5 buff because the poplusts don't buff themselves. And on top of the 5 poplusts, which by the way, the poplusts are the Ep.4 cross path druids. Besides that, you can get others around it that will also get the populist buff, and that will make them ultra powerful. So I'm going for a 013s. I think I get a 1023. You don't need them all to be 023. It kind of wastes some money with the Heart of Oak. Or was it? Yeah, I think it's Heart of Oak that de-regos. But then I'm also getting 1 top path because we need 1 guy to pop lead. And the top path is pretty interesting. I end up getting it at the back because I don't really want to create a regrow farm because he's the tornado and he blows back the balloons, which is pretty useful. So this is a pretty useful upgrade. As I said before, you need to be careful with it because he can create a regrow farm very easily, which if you don't know, you blow back a regrow, it splits into 2 more regrow balloons, then the tornado comes in, blows it back again, and now you have 4, and it just repeats 8, 16, all the way up, and it gets crazy, and then you die because there's a massive horde of balloons. If you've died to it, you know what it is, and you really want to avoid these. They're pretty bad. So also something to note, the druids don't have camo. So in Magic Monkeys only, we have 2 options to strip camo, and that's the ninjas or the wizards. Definitely do wizards because the ninjas counter espionage, I think it is. It's not very useful, does not hit leads, does not do much. So I get a shimmer, and even though they're pretty unreliable, I'll get 2 just to make sure they are reliable. And then I also get the wall of fire on that because it's a pretty good upgrade. So why am I not getting any middle path druids? And that's because they synergize with banana farms, and we don't have any banana farms in this mode, so they're just not good without them, so we just don't get them. So basically we're sticking with our bottom path druids, the whole gang of them, so we get the Populous buff on everybody, and the top path druids, and we get the Ball of Lightning, and the Ball of Lightning is very good against big clumps of mobs, and the bottom paths are very good against like the the bottom path is good against the mobs, the top path is good against the Bloons, and we also want to outbuff them to give them a bit more power. And basically like a 1-to-5 ratio is pretty good. You don't need multiple Ball of Lights. That's really all you need to win. So that's basically the Druid gang in short, and then you can combo a tier 5 with that if you want, but we'll get into that strat later for chimps mode. But anyways, I'm going to talk about the monkey knowledge tree, because the monkey knowledge is something that is very specific. So new players, when it comes to the monkey knowledge tree, often get very lost and confused and end up just spending the points in a really bad place, because honestly 90% of the points do nothing, and usually it's the ones at the top. So there's kind of a certain way I want to kind of go around it, and there are some very valuable points that we want to check out. And the first one, there's going to be 2 in, actually no, the first one we kind of want to get is in magic, and that's the 10% more monkey money. You'll see it on the very right side. I end up getting that like a tad bit later, but you should get it first because it's very important. So I think, yeah, we go for that later, but I'll explain what I'm doing in this game after. But basically we want to get that first, and then there's the ones in primary. There's 2 very important ones in primary that we want to get. I want to get that, and that's basically what I'll talk about during this episode. But those 3 points, very important, and like there's 20 other points that you need to get to unlock it, not very important. So basically the 2 important ones in primary is the start each game with plus 200 cash, and the start each game with plus 1 plus 1 free dart monkey. They don't sound very important, but in the early game they're extremely important and help like build up your entire defense afterwards. So you definitely want to get them because they're very good. So we'll get that, and you kind of have to work your way down. There's arrows going around the whole thing, so you'll see it pretty clearly, but just don't try to get too off track with them, and some of the points later down will cost monkey money, so you kind of just want to keep going for the very important points because they're definitely well worth it, and it's way better to get some of the, like just 2 of the more valuable points is worth more than like 20 not valuable points. So just keep going in, and that's the monkey knowledge tree. I'll explain kind of what I'm doing in later episodes because I'm going to get different points in different trees. But just right now, start off with the plus 1 free dart monkey and the plus 200 starting cash in the bottom of primary, and then the plus 10% monkey money off to the side in magic. So for this game, this I do believe is double HP mobs, which sounds difficult at the start, but it really is super easy. Like if you can beat APR, you can beat double HP mobs just fine. So for this game mode, we're going to try another strategy again. Not trying to get too boring, and I'm trying to teach you some different strategies and how they work out. So basically, we're going to be trying out a synergy with banana farms and super monkeys. Now, super monkeys, you'll see off the bat, they're really expensive. The base one is $2,700. So, of course, an expensive tower will need a lot of money. So this is where the banana farms come in, and we're going to get a lot of money from them. When you place your first banana farm, you'll get a pop-up, and you should probably read that. But in short, you place them down, they spit out bananas, you pick up the bananas, they give you money, and if you don't pick up the bananas, you get no money. So you definitely want to pick up the bananas because you want money, and if you don't pick up the bananas, you're stupid for not picking up the bananas because they give you money. Yes, that's how they work. So basically, the strat that I kind of want here, which is basically the best strategy, and it's also really easy. You just get some 2 OOs, and then you get the 2 2-OOs to start, and then you upgrade them with the middle path, so you get the more valuable bananas. And when you have the money, you can upgrade them both to banks, and just kind of have them sit there. There's no picking things up, and then after a bit, they'll fill up, and without monkey knowledge, which you won't have this point that does, they'll just max at 7,000. So just wait until they're 7,000, and you definitely want to wait until they cap at 7,000 because it uses compound interest, and if you don't know what that is, trust me, you just want to wait until it's at $7,000, or else you will lose out on a ton of money. So basically, just wait, and then you can collect them once they are. And just because for ultra lazy purposes, I ended up getting a bottom path farm, so we don't have to connect more bananas. That just kind of like a plantation, but you don't have to you don't have to pick them up. So we can just get that. It's going to produce us some money, and we can just get some interesting super monkeys. They're good with alchemists, so we want to get that. And the thing about the super monkeys, you always want a cross path plasma. No matter which super monkey it is, cross path plasma, you need to do it. And then if you're doing the sun avatar, you want the knockback. And then for the other two, you need the plasma. And also, because you're getting the plasma, it's way stronger, but it can't pop purples. So I'd probably have like a 302 ninja kind of near the front to get purples popped until you can kind of farm up and get a ton of money. Then we can buy an MIB just so that all of our super monkeys can pop anything, have no struggles. And we also get alchemists to make it easy. And that's that. It's pretty easy. And I end up going through my points. And as you can see, there's the extra monkey money. I get that a little late, but we still have it. So that's good.